The Underdogs podcast. It's your host T Lee and my co-host Jock Calvin. The most known unknown will realize.
Was pulling up, they acting like they couldn't see me. Now she wanna clean me up like a squeegee. I told her that's on me, baby, like yellow BZ. With the peanut butter and tear like a Reese.
Everybody's plotting on their downfall and maybe not expecting them to win, but they come out on top anyway.
They don't forget the underdog when they see me. I hit them with the John Cena, they can't see me.
We're gonna work hard. We're gonna stay dedicated. We're gonna be motivated.
I don't know. Being an underdog is probably more of a compliment for me.
Out of sight, out of mind. All I'm saying, just be careful who you idolize. I'm kicking this scripture just before the fame. Ain't no cap in my words, I go against the grain.
If you move like keeping it peach and keeping it real, like that's an underdog.
Surpass those long expectations. Be able to keep going no matter what.
You want to keep setting an example for people to follow. So the underdog isn't the loser.
Underdog is really honing in on your talents, dog. Don't let the compliments get you high.
But as an underdog, all you got is you. That's when you at your peers. You have to go through that phase so that you can be prepared for what's coming your way.
Yo, what it do, good people? Welcome to the Underdogs podcast. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Season 7, episode 15. We got a very exciting episode today. We have a returning guest to talk about his upcoming and new project right now, Grape Juice 2. We got T Witz. Before we bring him on, y'all got to know what's going on and peep the vibes, man. This is Run My Vibe from Grape Juice 1, released 5 years ago. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'ma need you to run that vibe. And I love this shit. I'ma need you to run that vibe. Run my vibe. Can you run that vibe? Can please run that vibe? Stay by my side. That's something slicey. Only if you like me. See the pride inside me. Never let me get to the side, baby. Run my vibe. You can run that vibe. Please run that vibe. Stay by my side. Something slicey. Only if you like me. See the pride inside me. Never let it get to the side me. Put it on the scale. Throw it on the scale. She wanna test the product eye. Let it take a deep inhale. She went looking for an object in my closet. What it fell. When she found the box without a lock, the context made her pale. Skin crawling, thoughts falling to a girl in pain. I try my best to keep it close and prove that I can change. I put up a front, Lord knows that I feel ashamed. I think about my future so lonely from the effects of fame. Run my vibe. Can you run that vibe? Can you please run that vibe? Stay by my side. That's something slicey. Only if you like me. See the pride inside me. Never let me get to the side, me. Run my vibe. You can run that vibe. Run it. Please run that vibe. Run it. Stay by my side. Something slicey. Only if you like me. See the pride inside me. Never let it get to the side, me. She a crowd pleaser like the crowd needed. She a sheep and I am not a follower. In other words, I am not about to follow her. I don't want to watch the world devour her. Like a father who don't want to watch them deflower her. For the heartbreak, I done seen a poster child. My heart breaks when I see a smile. Then the cardio do come to slow. When the world approaches and it's been a while, then I gotta go. I live a life where I aim to please, and that shit never comes with ease. Done with the scummy motherfuckers, so scummy, so grimy. You can feel the grease. Run my vibe. Can you run that vibe? Please run that vibe. Stay by my side. That's something slicey. Only if you like me. See the pride inside me. Never let me get to the side, me. Run my vibe. You can run that vibe. Please run that vibe. Stay by my side. Something slicey. Only if you like me. See the pride inside me. Never let it get to the side, me.
Y'all know what's going on, man.
Can you run that vibe?
Grape Juice. Make sure y'all check it out, man, on YouTube. T Witz. Let's do it. We ain't gonna waste no time. Yo, what's going on, brother?
Yo, bro.
Run my vibe. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
A melodic tune, man. Do it every time.
Bro.
You don't even know what you just did right there, bro. That's crazy. I haven't heard that song in years.
Had to take you back, man. I know it. I took you right back to the booth when you was recording,
bro. But seriously, like I remember exactly where I was when I record. I remember the night. I remember who was there.
Yeah.
Craziness, bro. Crazy. Crazy. I recorded that whole album in a night. Yeah. It was me, my boy, Loud Smoke. It's King Mitch Loud Smoke. That's my guy. Haven't spoke to him in a while, but it was we was just getting lit. My homegirl Mina, we was all just vibing and creating. She features on the album. She's on a song called Savage or Nah. And we laid everything down that night, and then I spent probably about a week mixing. And one of the beauties, the true beauties about Grape Juice 2 versus Grape Juice 1 is the pure evolution, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's deep. It's not just the music, it's the mix of it. It's the feel, it's the messages, it's the conclusion to where I'm at now versus back. That was what was that? That was 2020, bro.
Yeah, 5 years. This month be 5 years, bro. Yeah.
And there's 3 albums in between that I attempted to release and I took down.
Focus on the Grape Juice right now. That's
Focus on the Grape Juice.
Yeah.
My man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. It's just doing what I do and how I do it, man. It's like a reflex to me, But like I say, it's always an honor to have you on here, bro, to get these gems, bro. Like I say, to talk to you about this, this is gonna be like an iconic, another piece to the puzzle, bro. Like it's almost like I know it's fulfilling to be like, okay, that's where we left off. Like as an artist, it's like, okay. And to come back 5 years later with this, like, yeah.
Bro, I really appreciate you, man. Like, shout out to the underground. Like, bro, your podcast has given me a lot of hope in independent artistry. It's not just about music, What you're doing is something that I look forward to being able to speak on in my music. And to be able to promote my album and to discuss what I'm doing right now and to see that you're doing so well. Shout out to your daughter, by the way, bro. Last episode we talked about her, and I hope that she's completely flourishing, bro. Real talk. And to be able to promote this album and to speak on it when it is like I mentioned before, such an evolution. It's the music, it's my growth. It's the business, bro. It's not just me. I can do this now for other artists. I can help them create the best sound and music of their lives. And then we all work as a community to build on each other's fan bases and each other's accolades and collaborate and still keep the art of hip hop. The competition is going to be there, but I love being able to help people create magic, bro. Shout out to Trey Overton, man. He helped me to cut the bullshit and take my ass over to Las Vegas and to start this business. And now we here, bro, and we live, bro. So shout out to you and thank you for the opportunity, bro. Real talk.
Big facts, bro. And I always hear the saying, and I kind of heard it recently, bro, but it's just like people at the bottom, it's like they sword fighting with each other like 300 or something like that, But everybody at the top that's finding their way and doing their thing, bro, it's like we all trying to collaborate. We all try to make something and barter with each other, but people at the bottom, bro, that crab in the bucket mentality, I could sword fight all day, bro. I'm over here on this island with everybody that's trying to do the same thing, And I think that's the biggest thing people got to realize, man. It's like, because when you get to the top, it's like, okay, now you're, like you say, it's the difference between friends and strangers, bro. Early on, like in the beginning, like the first thing that ever why I felt like I needed support was like, okay, let me see what my friends, I'm thinking on that first. And then you start realizing like, okay, everybody, I don't know if it's because they know you or you coming from the same or whatever, but then it's that first piece of when a stranger get a piece of it and they really pour their heart into it and tell you, that changed your perspective of everything. So now it's like once you get a piece of that, it's like, okay, I know what's going on. Like I know what I need to reach for, and just keep going because I know the people that don't know me is gonna really, I kind of, take on to it more than somebody just knowing me, because they used to seeing me all the time. It's just like a celebrity. People don't see them so much. So because they're not as accessible, they don't see them as often like that, the anticipation kind of builds up. So when they do see them, it's like, but the person that know me every day might see me here and there and stuff. The anticipation ain't gonna be the same almost,
There's a gentleman I know named Spaz. He goes by Spazzo Domingo. Great artist. Shout out to him. We went to school together. And he once said to me, and this also motivated me to finally go to Las Vegas. I don't know if he knows this or not, but he cameoed me in his music video. It's called Dumb Nigga. And you can find it on YouTube. Shout out to my guy Spazzo. And that song, he cameoed me in it. And he said something beautiful to me the night that we recorded the video. Had no idea he was going to do just a nice shot with me at the very end of his video. And he said to me, as long as people feel they can come and knock on your door, T, they're never going to give you the respect you deserve as the artist that you are.
Hey, man, that's deep.
And I'm paraphrasing slightly, but that hit me hard because not only am I someone who believes in generosity and giving to thy neighbor and being welcoming to thy neighbor, but I've learned to be someone who's a little more cautious of who I let in. And with that in mind, I now know that it's not about letting people in. It's about making sure that I'm in a space where they feel like they don't even know where I'm at. They have to respect the lack. They have to respect that I'm not there. They have to respect the lack of presence because that's how you build onto the respect. When people feel they always have access to you, it's almost like oversaturating yourself with music. The artist who puts out too much music without giving people enough time to digest it, even though we live in the conveyor belt era of music.
You're right.
But an artist who can maintain that, to take it back to the music, I believe is a beautiful thing. And he said that to me, and I live by it now. I don't let people know my every move. I post every day to let people know that T Witz is active and to keep them looking forward to stuff, but I'm not as specific as I used to be. And I firmly believe that we're losing that art of mystery due to social media. Putting yourself out there every day. It's the Truman Show effect. You seen the Truman Show, my guy?
It's a throwback, but I heard of it. Yeah.
Ooh, bro, I'm gonna give you some homework, bro. The next time that because we're gonna keep doing this, bro. I love being able to speak to you. The next time I speak to you like this, God willing, in the future we can. I want you to have watched that movie, bro.
Okay.
It was a premonition of where we are in society now.
I like stuff like that.
And you ready for this? It's Jim Carrey, bro. It's Jim Carrey. So it's hilarious, but at the same time, I think it was his first role where he truly got to show he could truly act. And he, without giving spoilers, he plays a man who is born into a world where he is pretty much on the stage at all times and he doesn't know it. So his whole life is on display for the social world to see at all times.
Oh yeah,
and that was before the first cell phone that had like high def and stuff like that. So
Truman, okay, yeah,
Truman Show.
Yeah, they was already tapping in on that. And shout out to the Ancient Artifact too. He had man, lyrical GOAT, inspiration to all. Yeah, they know what's going on, man. But
that's my guy. Yo, that I'm not gonna call him a kid because he's a grown man and he has come a long way and he's dealt with a lot. But to me, that's little bro, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. But I lost my little brother Terrence back in 2013.
I remember.
I appreciate you, and this guy, I don't know if people who want me to say his name, but the Ancient Artifact.
Yeah, the Ancient Artifact. Yeah,
he gives me the energy that not many people can give me that my late brother gave me, and that was pure belief in me, that was thriving even without me being around. I've tried to push this guy to come and record in my studio for a minute, but he has this thing about him where he wants to. I don't think that he believes he's ready to come in and work with me yet. And whether that's the case or not, I like to believe that he wants to be 120%, 1,000% when he comes to getting the booth with me.
I feel that, man. I could feel that, you know, because it's like, all right, I'm ready. Like, you know, I can't go in there. Like, I need to just show T Witz. I need to show my brother that I'm doing it. Like, you know, not just I feel that.
I listened to his to a mixtape he put out called the Truffle Lane tapes, and he put that out. I think it's been what 3 years now. And I had gotten a massage. Shout out to my girl Lily, she's a beast. And I decided to walk instead of whipping or taking an Uber to get back to my crib. And I walked the whole way listening to his mixtape. And one of the beauties I love about independent artistry is the rawness of it. And when it comes to this new album that I have, it's so clean that people that have been fans of mine for a long time, I can humbly say that I have always thought that my mixing was good, but I now understand what it takes to mix your stuff to the point where it's universally pleasing to the ear. And shout out to I'm not gonna say his name, he don't like me to put him out there, but shout out to my partnership with this independent label that I'm working with that has helped Tribe Trinity grow to an entity that can help other artists shine and make this magic I talked about. And now that I have my sound where it needs to be, because of great people helping me and working with me and teaching me along the journey, not being stingy with the knowledge, I can now give that knowledge. I got a song on my album on Grape Juice 2. Shout out Grape Juice 2, guys. TDOTWYTZ on everything. TDOTWYTZ. Knowledge and Energy with my guy Smokey the Legend. That's Logic's father. And I don't like to always just say it's Logic's father, but that's the only way I'd be getting people to really pay attention to how great this guy is as a singer, as an artist. He's old school and he's worked with me for so long, and I've met some of my greatest connections through him. And I love to put people out there and for people to go and check him out because life is short and you never know what you're missing out on. And he's a great artist. And I'm glad to be able to put out a song like Knowledge and Energy that pretty much says, you know, you can think you know it all, but you got to have the drive. You can have the drive, but you gotta be willing to always learn. So they coincide and it's a balance, you know? So yeah.
Fair. Man, so before we even get into Grape Juice 2, you know, like, can you take us back to the creation of Grape Juice 1? That's the foundation, you know, like, where did the initial inspiration for that album come from, you know, being that it was released like 5 years ago?
You're a beast, bro. I appreciate that. That's an excellent question, man. That album came out of a lot of frustration, a lot of need for my sound to change and for my life to change. It's ironic that Grape Juice 2 was my last album that I officially put out before my collaborative album with my guy Mitch, and then I went to Las Vegas. Grape Juice 1, I believe, was my most focused album. The album before that was Rapper Man. Rapper Man 2 coming soon. And Grape Juice was me being a little softer. Rapper Man, I came in gung-ho. I came in hot. I was like, I'm T Witz. And the truth is, I have put out a couple mixtapes, a couple albums on Dat Piff, on this and that SoundCloud. Bro, I got mixtapes that you could hear and you'd be like, whoa, what is this? Like, it's crazy. But I like to look at anyone who goes and finds that stuff. You are a true supporter. You are a true fan. I don't like to glorify that stuff because I don't believe that the T Witz now is not the T Witz back then.
I felt that so hard.
I was angry. I was frustrated. I was trying to find so many things in life. I had a woman in my life who I was crazy about, but I had to learn to let it go. And I didn't know back then. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to point people towards the music now. That's not just going to be available for streaming, but I'm going to have physical copies of Grape Juice 2. Vinyls if people are looking forward to it.
That part.
bro, I've done so many experimental things musically. I once sold a mixtape back in 2022 for $100, and I had over 20 people purchase it, bro.
Beast.
Bro, and I did it, and I was so pleased. And you know what's crazy? You ready for this?
Yeah.
I never even dropped the mixtape. I still owe it to them. I never said when I was gonna drop it, but they all get exclusive copies of it when it drops, and that's Rapper Man too. It's in the tuck. I got it. It's in the tuck. I can show it to you right now, low key, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the studio. I'm here. You know, everything's accessible. But Grape Juice 1 was. I once asked somebody what they thought of Grape Juice 1, and this stuck with me. They said, "All you want is love." And if there's anything I look back on Grape Juice 1 and I really say has changed with Grape Juice 2, it's that I'm no longer seeking and wanting love. I'm reflecting on the effects of giving so much love that I now know what I deserve when it comes to love.
That's hard. Because you put so much out and you seen that what the output did, so you know what it should feel like when it come back to you.
I've now learned that you don't go and look for it. You give the love that you give true love to everything you do, to your mission, to the people that are in your life that do love you, and then you love who loves you. And you learn to remember that your love and your energy is like a bank. There is no bank that wants to give frivolous loans. And it just comes down to that. You can be someone who allows others to be energy vampires, but then can you even blame them when you're allowing it to happen all the time?
Come on, man. Yeah, for real.
You know, fam. So that's what Grape Juice 2 is on. It's a little more aggressive, but the love is there. It's soft, but it's electrifying.
That balance.
Bro, it's balanced.
Yeah.
And there's a beautiful young lady in my life. Shout out to Miss Rose. You know who you are. And she helped me organize the track listing, which is something, nobody knows this, but my track listings have always plagued me whenever I was trying to drop a project in the past. People don't know this, but in Grape Juice 2, I'm sorry. In Grape Juice 1, I originally wanted the song Grape Juice to be the first song. To this day, I still don't know why I didn't make it the first song. If you listen to the album, it's me coming in, and it's just an amazing intro. It's Grape Juice 1 is me denouncing my struggle with alcohol. And my mother used to always warn me not to drink so much because we have alcoholism in my family.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't believe that I'm an alcoholic, but alcoholics say that. I like to sip and take my mind off of how much I think. And I used to think that it helps me be more creative. I know that's not the case. I know I don't need alcohol. Grape Juice 1 was me acknowledging that I would get off of work and miss my family and miss the woman that I loved and crush a whole bottle. Shout out to my guy Jay. I would get off work and we'd link up and be like, bottle. And we would just go, and I get a bottle, he would get a 6-pack, and he would watch me mix music, and he would tell me if something was dope and if it wasn't. But I was real young, and I didn't realize the effect it was having on me and my relationships and things in my life. So Grape Juice 1 is me putting the bottle down and saying, give me some grape juice. Give me something else to sip on so I can just focus on the love in my life.
That's hard.
You know? And Grape Juice 2 is me being like, man, I got so much control of my life and what's going on. Let me tell you the results, bro.
Real tough. It ain't cloudy no more. I like that. Like, I got clear vision of what's going on. It's no more fog, no smoke. Yeah.
Fam, all the artists that are on the album, they've all been with me through the storm, through my terrible mixes, through the cloudy mixes, through the shows, through the tough times of, shout out to my guy Naeem Briggs. If you ever see this, bro, I love you, dog, and I hope that you can forgive me for ever making you feel as though you weren't trying hard enough. I love you to death, bro. And I hope that I did your song justice on the album. And I can't wait for you to hear it. And I hope your daughter's thriving as well. And I have so many great people on this album. I got my guy Ilstafa, who helps open the album with me. This guy been paying for studio time. This man once paid for a feature from me when I was about to sign under Protection Records, a branch under Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been such a great friend. And I got people like him, my guy Jason Malachi, who has been through the fire when it comes to the industry, and he just loves making great music now. Y'all go check out Jason Malachi. You might just be surprised. I'm not going to say too much, but check out Jason Malachi. He's on the remix to one of my fire singles, Brimstone Drive, and he helped transmogrify Brimstone Drive into something that is monstrous now. It is crazy what that song has now become, and I can't wait for y'all to hear it. I can't wait. It's crazy.
That's real, man.
Man, just great people on the album, great contributions. My guy Trip Star, who is not only part of my camera crew, he is my camera crew. He is someone who has stuck with me for years now, and he's so loyal and he's so smart, and he's self-employed, and he and his girl make their business happen, and it inspires me. So if you're watching this, Trip, shout out to you too. I'm trying to think of everybody I can shout out because I love all my people. They all didn't help me get through it, and I am so grateful, bro. I'm so grateful. But yeah, did you ask me a question? Did I answer it?
Oh yeah, big facts, man. I was just gonna say, just the origin of Grape Juice. I want to kind of walk it down a little bit. So like, it almost, like I said, it almost feels iconic, like that signature series of T Witz.
Wow.
I feel like it's Grape Juice. Just like how you say you started Rapper Man, that's gonna be another series by itself. And it's like a signature project, like I say. So like, what is that title? Like, what does it mean to you? You feel me? In general, like, what made you be like Rapper Man? I'm gonna start from Rapper Man 1, and I'm gonna bring a sequel. Like, how do you go about, like, okay, instead of just dropping one project and just leave it alone, like, kind of like Wiz Khalifa 2 with the Christian OJ, then he came back with the Christian OJ 2, like, but Cabin Fever, you only got one,
That, you know what, bro? It's because it wasn't intentional. It was something that I realized after taking down 3 albums since dropping Handstands in a Hoodie, which is the experimental mixtape I dropped after Grape Juice 1. I returned in my life to Maryland. And even after bringing my business to a whole new level, LLCing it, creating a brand new sharp logo, getting brand new equipment, partnering with great people, I came back here and faced a lot of devastation. Finding out that same love of my life that I was morbidly crazy about on Grape Juice 1, she was gone. We're never going to be together again. And that's a choice that she made. And it's okay. There will always be love for her because she helped me grow into the man that I am now. And I can't hate her for that. My family went through a lot. They continue to, and I'm always going to be supportive of them, whether they know it or not, whether they're watching this or not, whether they listen to my music or not. And in a nutshell, I had to come back and face demons, and I didn't even realize that's what I was being pushed to do. And those same demons were the ones that helped me conjure up Grape Juice 1. So it's time I revisit that chapter of my life and make sure that I have it in order and then close the book.
Oh, that's hard. I was sitting there thinking about how you just painted that for me. It's just like, you feel like it ain't like how you came in with it, and the way you did it is just like, for me to close that book, I gotta show the progress and the growth on 2. Like, you can't just come back to 2 and be on the same thing you was on 1. Like, some people do it. I guess it does happen, but I mean, just for 5 years, it's just like, what has T Witz been doing since Grape Juice 1? Like, real talk.
You know what I've been doing, fam? In a nutshell, I've been healing, bro.
Yeah. Nah, that's real. That's real.
It's been steps, and I didn't realize how much it would take. But the healing process, it's ongoing. But I've learned and healed from so much that I can help others do the same. And it's not so much about telling people what they're doing wrong anymore.
That's hard, yeah.
I ruined a lot of relationships in my life because I was the guy telling people they were stupid. And don't get it twisted. They were stupid. If you watching this and you love me, you know you was on some stupid shit.
Yeah.
But nobody likes to be told they're stupid. I've been stupid. You see that? You see that, y'all? That's humble. That's me being humble. That's growth. I've been very stupid in a lot of situations, and I can look back on myself and admit that. And will I make stupid choices in the future? Hopefully not. But if I do, Lord willing, I learn from it and give others grace in the process. I'm not perfect. People watching this, you know, I'm not going to say fuck you, but if you look at me and you just see somebody who's pretentious and who's this and who's that, and, you know, please don't create that image in your head. I'm somebody who could help you accomplish something if you wanted to. And that's all I try to do for people, man. And whether you want my help or not, check my music out. Maybe it might inspire a workout. Maybe you might just be like, yo, this dude gives me a feeling that other artists aren't giving me right now. Maybe you might want to come for some studio time. Shout out Tribe Trinity Entertainment. We got 2 locations. You can come get your music recorded. We can help you distribute it. We can help you get publishing. We do it all.
Real talk. Artists take notes. Publishing and distribution is needed, and you can always have more than one distribution. They all got different perks. You know, I've learned that.
And it's not what you feel you're owed. It's what you negotiate in any situation. All right. But I want people to thrive. You know what? I can't stand people that just like, I want everybody to win. That's not possible. There's always going to be winners. There's always going to be losers. It's everybody thriving.
Yeah.
Let's look at our verbiage.
It's like, look, everybody can't be LeBron James on the court. Somebody has to come mop up when they doing all the scuffing on the floor. Somebody has to thrive at that. It's okay. It's okay.
But the lowest paid person in the NBA, to my understanding, makes about $400,000. He's thriving.
I'll tell you.
You feel me, fam? So if we can all thrive to some degree, that's what it's about. Everybody wants to be the winner. If you set a goal and you meet it, you have won. But a lot of people don't know how to win without making a comparison when they don't understand the comparison is the thief of joy. I'm done.
Hey, man. Real talk. Nah, that's real, man. So even with you, you know, with 5 years later, what made you decide like 5 years is it? Like, do you feel like you completely healed enough to where like, it's time for Grape Juice too? Or you felt like it was just like because you just mentioned you took down albums in the middle just to bring this attention to, okay, it's time for Grape Juice again, we doubling up.
You know why, fam? Because it was a lot of whining. It was a lot of me complaining about things that I didn't have control over. And it's not that wasn't good music, but my mixing wasn't there yet. So you got whining and then my mixing not being good. That's not a good combination, bro. So now I have songs that I can not only remaster and that I have remastered, but I can reorganize them. I believe that my sound is timeless. You would be surprised how many songs I have that you would never know what date and time in my life I created them, because the emotion is interchangeable. The feelings are interchangeable, but the message is always constant. And honestly, that's another thing about Grape Juice. When I talk about closing that door, shout out to my girl, Antoinette Plummer. Known her since I was in 7th grade. Sweetheart. And I hope you're watching this if you took the time, Antoinette. And she told me that I had a recurring theme in my music. And she says it was women that broke my heart. And it was bravado in the sense of me aggressively kind of beating down the naysayers. So swag and fuck yous and these chicks did me dirty. A lot of that in my music.
Yeah.
With Grape Juice too, I want to evolve. I have evolved. It's hard for me to still talk about that stuff because
I feel that, man.
Bro, I've experienced so many women that I realized that not only am I just not a one woman man, but any woman that does come in my life and can learn to value and appreciate, respect me, and add to my life, she's taken care of. She's good. It's not about paying her damn bills. It's about putting knowledge into her mind. It's about giving her an opportunity to evolve as a human being and to be with somebody who's always gonna have her back. People just say they got your back. When you rock with T Witz, I'm an extremely loyal person. I got you. It does not mean you're gonna walk all over me. But it does mean that I will have you come and talk some shit on a track, and then give you residual splits of it, so that once that song gets put into a movie or something, you will get checks for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's how I rock. So, yeah. And it takes a special type of person to understand my vision. So people like you, people like these artists that featured on my album, you know, they're working towards something for real, and I want to reward them by helping, by pushing them to be a part of something like Tribe Trinity Entertainment. These people that paid me to record music, they have invited me to meet great people. They've brought me to shows with them and vice versa, dog. And Grape Juice 2 is now me exposing them to people that are exposed to me, and they can see the community that Tribe Trinity's created and been a part of, and they can hear the great music. I got a song on the album called Memento Mori, and it starts the album out, and it's talking about how God keeps me prayed up, and I didn't even mean for it to come out as a song where I'm praising God.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that,
mm-hmm.
but for it to have came out and it's such a pleasant song while still so hard hitting, it starts the album off. I can't wait for y'all to hear that. I'm singing on this jump. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, I heard the melodic tune. That's why I played that one. I'm like, yeah, you can only imagine in 5 years the growth. Like people that heard the first one, like if they was around then, yeah, this is something that definitely like, yeah.
Bro.
He back again with 2? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the feeling.
And I struggle sometimes because I've evolved so much, and I still have all of those. I have all my previous work, singles, albums, still on hard drives. I could remaster them and re-release them. I think about it sometimes. That there are tons and tons and tons of people that have never heard this music. Should I take it all off of the distribution that I put it on formerly and put it onto the platforms that I now have access to, that I'm a part of as a partnership? I have partnerships with these distribution services now. I have people that directly speak with them and get me publishing for not only myself, but the artists that work with me. And I pray that any artist that is watching this, come be a part of the community. Go bump some T Witz, listen to my subject matter, listen to the mission. Go check out Rapper Man, check out Grape Juice, check out Handstands in the Hoodie, check out the singles, and recognize that all I've ever been trying to do is show love. But now, I'm not showing love for free. That's all.
I feel that, bro. For real. Like you just said, you gotta have a cap to how much you give out.
No more free hugs, bro. No more free hugs. I can't go bankrupt, bro.
I feel that, bro. For real.
Yeah.
So speaking of Tribe Trinity 2 as a label and the collective, like, how has it evolved since, the release of Grape Juice? When we saying 5 years ago, like what growth or changes have you experienced, personally and professionally? We already discussed, like you say, putting the bottle down and everything like that for Grape Juice, so what was Grape Juice 2, when you put the bottle down in the first one and you alleviated the subject matters and, like you say, how you was filling in to what Grape Juice is now and Tribe Trinity.
A big thing with with Grape Juice. One was the collaborations that I had on it. Those were really close friends. I still love all those guys and gals. And this album, I believe, because of me getting a grip on my life, getting a better direction due to great people like Trey Overton, Robbie Robinson, who forged a partnership with me when I moved back from Las Vegas and gave me access to my studio and helped me receive all this equipment that I have now. Those relationships were forged because I was able to focus. But Trey literally, after having me come down to Las Vegas and helping me to sign documents and to pay lawyers, I made $10,000 my first month with my business after taking it to another level, recording people. He helped me to reorganize myself and then to pretty much get myself in a position where I could be solo. And I didn't even know it. He once took the bottle from my hand when I was in my apartment. I cussed him out because I was like, I don't understand what you want me to do. The business is this. And we was arguing over something. And I hung up on him like a dick. And he walked over to my studio apartment. It wasn't a studio apartment. It was very nice. I had a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm tripping. In Las Vegas. I had a condo. It was very nice. And shout out Flamingo Road. And he came with his dog, Pax. And Trey's on the album, by the way. There's a song about him. You'll listen. You'll hear it. It's a shot. It's a dedication to him. He walked over with his dog, bangs on the door, and I open the door, and he just comes through and just gives me the biggest hug. And then he sees my bottle that's on my table after I cussed him out. I was so frustrated. I missed my girl. Everything was falling apart. But the business was thriving. But I was so stuck in my ways from the past, from my former life, that he saw that bottle and he took it and he said, well, that's the problem right there. And he grabbed it and he starts dumping it. I had already dropped Grape Juice 1. I was falling back into my ways, man. I was at that condo, jumping in the pool, swimming every morning, teaching myself how to swim, trying to figure out how I allowed myself to fall so deep into a depression that I thought I had to leave everybody I love to thrive. But you know what? God has this way of taking his strongest soldiers and putting them into the wilderness. It's always the wilderness. Mm-hmm. Moses, Joseph, name them, Noah, Abraham. He takes them all out into the wilderness, away from everybody. And then they wander and they reflect and they think and they grow and they get these long beards. I'm trying to get mine, but it'd be bullshit. But, well, we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then they come back these stoic understanders and conveyors of truth. And I'm not calling myself a prophet, but Lord, I was literally traveling through the desert, I was traveling through the deserts of Las Vegas, Nevada. I was all up in going towards California. I was out there. I was going through the mountains. They're so smooth from all the water that used to pass through them. And I learned that I had a bigger mission than worrying about things I couldn't control. And now I have so much control over things in my life that I've created an album that reflects re-attaining your power.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You put the bottle down, you grab a cup of grape juice, and you sip, reflecting on what you've built, on what I've built. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, because I feel like that bottle just keep it smoky, and like you're saying, until you pick up something else, you pick up some grape juice, you can see clear, and you can see, yeah. Because it's like when that bottle runs out, I got to go get another one. Because I'm not trying to, like you say, reflecting the truth and everything going on,
Bro,
that's real.
I have a thing that I call it lobotomizing myself. And I'll do that from time to time because I think about how much how beautiful things can be. And I don't like it to become a woe is me type of thing, because the truth is the truth, and people are gonna be how they are, and the world is gonna be what it is. And I ain't the sweetest fucking flower in the valley. I can turn up when I need to.
Facts.
It's not all sugar around here. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that.
Gotta keep that in your pocket, bro. You
Yeah,
got to.
like always. Philly all day, bro. Yeah.
Eagles, yeah. I was
day.
about to say.
Yeah, and I was rocking this before the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah.
Just so
I'm
people know.
already knowing, man.
And my father has helped me to recognize the power of recognizing when you have a problem. I'm so proud of my father. He hasn't drank. It's got to have been almost a year now. And he's been so dedicated to it. And my father wasn't always there in my life, but when he decided to be, he truly has been there. And to be able to have him listen to it, and my mother listen to it, and my family listen to it, I pray that they all get a chance to listen, and to know that their brother's not the enemy. To know that all I've ever wanted from anybody that I ever loved is the best for them. It's my superpower and it's my curse. I will go on you to bring the best out of you. And I've learned to give more grace, because what did I say? Nobody likes to be told they're stupid. So Grape Juice 2 is me coming back, facing the devastation, recognizing the importance of being a better version of yourself than before, and then being that version. I work on it every day, bro. And I honestly pray that this is the last Grape Juice, because there doesn't have to be another Grape Juice after this. Now, that recurring theme that I told you my girl Antoinette once told me I have. What I say? Chicks did me dirty, and fuck you and swag.
Yep.
That can now become. I ain't gotta be Nas, but I can speak on what the next generation needs to do to be better than me.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's real, because it's like, for the next gen, if they pick up Grape Juice 2 and then they go back to 1, they can see, like, okay, like you say, we not posing to be perfect, but look what I did before Grape Juice 2 happened. See the evolution, see like the growth. I was once there. They might be on the Grape Juice 1 era right then, and they hear Grape Juice 2. Now they want to, you know what I mean? They might be living Grape Juice 1.
Bro,
Grape.
Not to cut you off, fam.
Yeah, you good.
I recorded Grape Juice 1 in a basement apartment. Beautiful. Yeah. Off Muddy Branch Road in Gaithersburg, Maryland. I am now done mastering Grape Juice 2 at one of my facilities, where I have had for over 3 years now, paying my studio rent, purchasing equipment that amplifies the sound and upgrades the quality for artists to have the best experience possible, advertising, being able to write off different things that I have spent money on for my taxes, being able to show my friends and family that if you are dedicated to something, you can build. That's what it's about for me. The era of arrogant artistry, I don't want to say it's going to die, but people are being less attracted to it. Just hopping on a microphone and saying, I killed this shit and I fucked that bitch.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool, but we've had 50 years of that.
Man.
And it's not even about, you ain't gotta be talking about how the slaves was forced into labor and how, you ain't gotta, like, it can just be about, making people feel something again, Yeah. You ain't even gotta be a lyricist. You can play guitar, you can do whatever you want, but work with people, be kind to people, work hard towards something. Stop signing to these labels when you have no idea what you're doing.
Say it again, bro.
It's a culmination. That's what Tribe Trinity is about, bro. I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. The logo starts with a circle, and it's made up of 3 different strips, and those strips intertwine with each other. And there's always a broken area in the strip, so you can leave. You can leave, or you can come into the family. You're not being held there. And then within the circle is a hut, and that hut represents the home. You can be within the tribe and have a home with us. And if you leave, that's cool. But I pray that you learn and you recognize that you should be a part of a community that loves you and wants the best for you. So come back. And if not, fuck it. But it's not no kumbaya. When you come into the tribe, you have to have assets. You have to have skills. You have to be an asset. Be a part of the crew and build towards something. Don't come over here thinking that you just go and ride the wave. That's not, I'm not a traditional label. Artists invest in themselves here, and I give you access to whatever you need. You don't want to just sign to people no more. You don't want to just go and be the product. Go and be cognizant.
That's heavy, bro. Because I feel like, you know, as an independent artist and stuff like that too, like you say, I feel like most artists these days, I don't know if they want to label themselves artists art, but you know, to each his own, you know, however they call themselves artists, but I feel like they just want everything just gave to them. So okay, cool. That label coming to you, you don't have that. All right, well, here's $500,000. Now this $500,000 that they give you and front you is based on them building you. I have to build you. So with me building you, we gonna own a lot of what's going on. Matter of fact, we gonna own your name too. You're not even you. Yeah. You just using this name now. You borrowing it. Like you just sign everything over. Like they don't want to go through the process, bro. Like they don't want to. Like that's the thing. The process, investing on yourself, building your network, consistently pouring it into yourself. You know, connecting with people. The labels, they already got they gon', but if you gotta use their network and they gonna want something back. And I don't think it just all depends on what people want to get into it for though, you know. But I just can't go for it, you know, especially just knowing the work I put into myself.
Fleet, you know what I realized, bro? I'm gonna say this for hip hop especially, okay? I feel like artists are divine. I think I might have said this to you before. We have the ability to depict life through our art.
Yeah.
And artists can lose themselves in that. And one of the sad things about hip hop is that there's so much arrogance. And it can be cool. It can look really cool. It can look really dope, especially when you're young. And that arrogance, unfortunately, pours into everything that you do. And it can keep people from wanting to work with you. It can keep you from being open-minded to working with people. It'll have you signing bad contracts because you don't want anybody to be able to say that they're on your level. You literally will sign contracts where you don't even make any money because you look like you do to the public.
You think they just want that, and then you literally like they know they signed it. They might not even know, but they just want the fact of I want that commodity. You know,
bro. Do you know how a Diddy party happens? It happens because instead of an artist recognizing what the business is and how it actually works and being able to negotiate things, they're tricked into these relationships where they're just constantly being thrown flashy things and being inebriated and being sexed up. And let's not even take it on, let's not even get into the devious aspect of it.
Yeah.
You are given a fake friendship and they are taking everything from you because you just don't recognize that the only thing you're gaining from this is the image.
Man. So like you got an image, right? So I'm gonna give you a scenario, right? So like you say, they literally stripping you. You don't even know you ain't got no clothes on, but you fully clothed. But they done stripped everything off your identity.
You don't even own the clothes that you wear.
Man.
You dripping like you fly, but you don't own nothing that you're wearing. And here's the crazy part. It's expensive as fuck, and all you want to do is toss it to put on the next outfit. Like, bro, I get a pair of Air Forces a month. I get a pair of Air Forces a month. I work too much. I don't have time to always have. I would never wear my shoes. I'm always on the go, And my thing is, bro, I'm a very simple guy. And I think that the world we live in today is getting towards more simplicity. People cringe when they see you overdoing it. If you are overdoing it with the jewelry and with the drip and all of that shit these days, it's almost a minstrel show. People want the real. That's why people like you are thriving. That's why podcasts, people just want to see conversations about real shit.
Bro, the type of clothes, bro. I can't sit here and just, I'm not gonna build this up no TMZ type. I can't sit here this long, bro. My attention span is not gonna grab. I don't grasp on to it. That's why I don't be knowing what be going. Like I don't look that way, bro. I look as if I don't see it. It's like Braille to me, bro. I'm not seeing it.
and here's the beauty about me, bro. I embrace all the artists. I got a great artist I'm working with. Shout out to my guy Abdu. He's featured on the album. He goes by the name Asir. Shout out to my guy Prince. He's a new artist I'm working with who's invested some studio time in what I do here. And when I tell you that the young energy I welcome, these artists keep me energized. Like I love featuring on a young artist track because I get to see their perspective on singing. Shout out to my guy, Hey Renzo. This kid he reminds me of The Weeknd. Like, you know, he's featuring on my album. He's supposed to be sending me some vocals tonight for me to put into the opening song, Memento Mori. It's gonna take it to a whole nother level. Chef's kiss. I genuinely am excited to embrace the new sound of these artists. I think they've affected my album. When y'all hear this new album, y'all gonna hear a lot of youthfulness in it. You're gonna hear a lot of a great balance. I'm a Libra, and even the album art, whether y'all know it or not, is depicting an imagery that's almost scale-esque, that looks kind of like a scale. It's a glass of grape juice with a huge splash coming out, and it looks almost like fire. And I was gonna give a snippet of a song to hear tonight from the album, but the truth is, if y'all really want to hear it, y'all will go check it out, and I hope that you do. I got music out right now on Spotify, Apple Music, all of that, and I've been through so many campaigns with marketing and this and that, and the truth is, tell your friends about T Witz. If you love great hip hop, if you love great melodies, if you love great lyricism, if you love messages, if you love just feeling like you a badass and you just want to lift a couple pounds in the gym and go crazy in your head while you're doing it, check out some T Witz. That's T.Witz. And everything on social media is at TDOTWYTZ. The company's Tribe Trinity Entertainment. We help artists to make magic happen and to thrive for the future.
Nah, big facts, man. So even you shared the listening experience to me too, man. Like the album has been described as a no skip type of experience, you know, like how important is it to you to craft an album that listeners will play all the way through without skipping? Like,
it's funny you say that. I've had a few, probably about 4 people review the album and certain singles from it as I've adjusted it. One of the most amazing things someone said to me, shout out to Rose, is it's a 42-minute album and you can listen to it interchangeably the entire time. She said it leaves you wanting more, but it still feels complete. To the point where I actually wanted to add 2 more songs on it because of that statement. And she said, no, you have so much more music to give people. I got over 1,000 songs in my phone alone. But these are 14 solid tracks that take you on a journey and allow you to get reacquainted with T Witz. She actually, she compared it to Drake's Nothing Was the Same and his Views. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a fan of lyricism, but I love the Michael Jacksons, the Princes, you know, the John B's, the Ushers, you know, the Genuines, and it shows in my music. You know, when it comes to hip hop, the DMXs, the Eminems, the Lil Waynes, the Drakes, the Jay-Z's, you know, the Kanye West when it comes to the production or when it comes to the mixing.
Oh yeah.
It's all there, I believe, and she compared it to Nothing Was the Same simply because it's condensed, it's in your face, and it lets you know that there's a change, and the change is forever going to keep changing. There's we don't live life to stay the same. We don't evolve to stay the same, and you will finally seeing a big change in T Witz that's only going to solidify that I am someone who's truly contributing to hip hop.
That say a lot, bro. I mean, just for people if they haven't like heard, T Witz since the first Grape Juice, is like that's the biggest thing I'm getting from is the change, bro. Like, you know how many people say that they gonna change, but each record or song sounds the same as the first or whatever and stuff. You should hear some type of growth somewhere, and it's just like it has to happen, bro, in life too, bro. Like, even in our youth, bro, to now, like you say, the T Witz from 2020 to now, bro, it's just like the same as somebody sitting with me from 20, I say 20, 2020 to now, the same thing, bro. I went through a dramatic use change, bro, and just the way my mind and everything, dog, like it's been a big change, but like my whole mission always was to show the youth, bro, is more than one way to say something than just to directly, or kind of show like you can still have fun with music, man. You don't have to do all the like be the same as everybody else, same messages, and I could talk the same talk that's going on, but I'm priding myself on like I don't have to use profanity to make this sound good. Or I used to always think, bro, when I was younger, this go back way back to like middle school, bro. When I started out, I used to always pride myself and be like, bro, if I just use profanity, I'm basically saying I don't have nothing else to say. I don't have nothing else to say, So I used to always try to just be real creative on my word playing, how I say what I'm saying. Like if I do say something, it's gonna go together. It's not gonna just be a random why you put that there, But majority of the time, bro, it's always with the word playing, being as descriptive as you can to make the listener unravel it,
What you don't know, but one of the things I've been real cognizant of for years now is taking the word nigga out of my vocabulary.
Oh, that one, bro. I'm guilty, bro. I raised my hand to that. It's like, yeah.
I don't downplay or look down at anyone that says it. I think it makes my music unique. I say ninja.
Yeah.
So, and it's at the point where it's so natural to me to just say ninja as opposed to nigga that it don't even sound right if I say nigga. At least not to myself in my music.
Yeah.
When I do cuss in my music, it's purpose. It's purpose.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, not just like I got Tourette's and just threw it out there. Like, in what way? This don't even. Then it makes me look like really I didn't have nothing else to say right there.
Because when you stub your toe, you're not gonna say, "Oh man, I just hit my foot and I'm in pain." Yeah. You're gonna be like, "Damn," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We cuss because we lack the words to say what's on our mind. It defeats the purpose of being a lyricist if you can't say what's on your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Nah, that's real. So
I love this, man. You're dope, bro. I appreciate
so it. Can you share an exclusive bar or lyric from Grape Juice too that you're especially proud of? Like what makes it stand out to you,
So there's a song that I remastered and it's called When Everybody Dies. I had a falling out with the gentleman that did my music video for it. And basically, in a nutshell, I don't think that song was done justice when I released it as a single. So I've re-released it in this album, and it's more hard-hitting. It's more of a punch to it. And I think after hearing the rest of the album, it finishes the album. And anyone who hasn't heard it yet, you're in for a great experience because you're listening to it on a whole new level. And there's a woman whose voice is featured at the beginning of the song who means a lot to me. And that song is pretty much me being at peace with the things that I came back to after leaving Las Vegas. And it starts off by me pretty much saying, When good men go evil, they do not get a sequel. Some see it early but don't get a preview. And there is no misfire when everybody dies, and love was lost in the fire that you described your whole life, but ain't nobody listen. And that is the start of the song that I think is the most powerful message in the song.
Yeah, nah, I can definitely hear that. That pulls you in because you sharing a real experience, you know, bringing it in. Nah, definitely, man.
Basically, I'm pretty much saying that when a good man chooses to no longer be that man, there's no going back. And that's why I choose to continue being the man that I am. You can call it good. I don't like to call it good, but for lack of better terms, I said good man. And you know, you do not get a sequel. You only live once, as far as we know. Stick to the path that brings the light to you. You know, it does for me. Some feel it early but don't get a preview. I'm sorry, some see it early but don't get a preview. Some have a premonition that things can go a certain type of way, but they're never for sure. They're never told for sure. You all you can do is guess. And there is no misfire when everybody dies. We all have to die, and it's not a mistake. So
promise.
So that song finishes out the album, and it may sound a little dark to those who are just getting a snippet of it, but that's a song I performed over and over again. It's a song where there's no hook to it, really. It's just bars, and it's me, like I said, being at peace with the aggression I came back and beat the fuck out of. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Nah, real talk, man. It's like you being real and honest with yourself. And I always say, people, you really just gotta like tell yourself, I'm tired. Like, I'm really tired of this. Like, if you're going around the circuit and you keep looping through the same situation, you gotta tell yourself, I'm literally tired to not go back to that anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Nah, for real.
There was an album I came out with that I took down that I'm probably going to re-release, and it's called Ain't Nobody Listen. And it's sad to me that there are so many people in my life who look at me as the enemy because I saw things and wanted things for them that they just couldn't see themselves. I don't fault them for it. I do my best not to be aggressive about it. I don't text them anymore about it. I used to get lit and then be like, why didn't you listen to me? You're stuck in this situation. No more of that. None of that.
I always say that's when you care, though. Like, when you don't care, it's like, I would tell people, if I didn't care, I would not be saying nothing to you. I literally watch you just go off the clip that clearly has this roadblock sign right there, you know?
Yeah. But the beauty about what God does and what he shows us, not to get all religious, but just my experience in it.
Yeah.
Is that he's the ultimate parent, man. He allows us to make our mistakes. And if you love somebody, you know, you don't tell them they're stupid, first of all. And you allow them to make enough mistakes without bombarding their growth, without interfering with their karma too much, you know? So when everybody dies, when love is lost in the fire that you described your whole life, but ain't nobody listening. You got bodies, now everybody listening. You would have won before the petty ones dismissed.
Man, wait a minute. This is the one I think I played the last. Yeah, okay. It sounded real. Yeah, that was bars. That was bars. Yeah. Nah, you had to do that to end it off too. That's how you ended it. Yeah.
And I was actually gonna extend it and spit more, but I don't think it's necessary. I think the album is an amazing listen, and I think
that's how you close the book. That's how you close the book.
It's me getting out stuff I needed to, and there's so much more great music to come, and of course, there's still going to be some themes of heartbreak. I've dealt with a lot of women in my life. I have, and
felt that, man.
You know, so you feel me, fam, and it's part of your mission. So it's part of who I am. Everyone that knows me knows I'm a lover. You know, everyone that knows me knows that I've always just been trying to give to the universe, and that's what I'm gonna continue putting in my music. You know, you can call me what you want, but people that resonate with me know that I make music for dudes that are go-getters, that get women, you know what I'm saying? You know, that want a relationship with the with something bigger than them. You know, I make music for women that want to understand men and want to fall in love with the aggressive side of men and not just think that we're supposed to be these docile creatures that we just are not. You know, uh, I got bangers on the album. I got stuff women can shake to. I got stuff that dudes can feel like they the man to. You know what I'm saying? The album is well balanced, and I can't wait for people to hear Grape Juice too. Produced by Tribe Trinity Entertainment. Shout out to my guy Anthony Hermetz. Shout out to my guy John C. Shout out to my guy Will Reeder. Just amazing artists who are producing on the album and who have helped me to get my mixing to a much higher level. So, yeah.
Real talk. Hey man, when you get the physical copy, man, I need one for sure. I gotta support, bro. Like, I like the ideal of it because it's nostalgia to me. Because I'm like, that's how I came in the game, remembering burning the CDs and making the cover art and going out and hustling them, man. Like, so my partner, he dropped his album, shot the Villy Fool. He also shot my visuals and stuff. He a videographer and an artist. But when he released his, I was like, yeah, I need one. Like, just to have that like it just brought it back to me, So and I know he had limited quantities too. So when T Witz put it on physical copy, I need to go ahead and support it the same, man. For that's real, brother.
Bro. That's done, bro. And we're gonna have all of that. Like that's why it's been pretty much I dropped 2 singles this past year and I didn't even drop them myself. It's the first time I haven't had to do nothing because the label I work with is amazing. And the partnership I have with them that has made Tribe Trinity so dope has allowed me to drop Creepin' Show Leaders and Ronin Lanes this past year, and people were running it up, and I helped be a part of hundreds of thousands of streams, and I'm very proud of that. And I just can't wait to be able to drop this project that has been mixed and mastered by me, and for people to see the growth and to recognize that they can come get their music mixed here too, bro. And those physical copies are going to be signed for anyone who wants to purchase one. We're going to have CDs if you want to really do it like that. And we're going to have the vinyls. So y'all come through and get your copies. It is going to be an amazing day when you have that piece of art from your boy T Witz.
Big facts, man. The fact that you said it's a no skip type of situation, I feel like every artist, I feel like the timeless thing for every artist, I feel like that's the goal. Like, I want something that's timeless. And then there's no skip. Like, I want that to come out of when I drop something. You're not skipping anything on there. Like, that's just the craft of it. You want it to be that way, Like,
fam, you're an artist. You record.
Yeah.
You're nice with it. I've seen you. I've commented on your stuff.
Oh yeah.
I would love for you to come through and have a free 2-hour session with Tribe Trinity Entertainment, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, we can do it, man. I shoot on business. I take a flight quick, man. But
bro, whenever you have time, come through here. Let's get some music recorded. We gonna make some collaborations done, and when my album drops, bro, I would love if you could just give some feedback to me, bro.
Oh yeah, nah, facts, man. Like I say, I want the physical. Still could play the CD, bro. It hit different, bro. I could just put the CD and just play it. Versus I'm just getting on and streaming, and you know what I'm saying. Like I wanna have that physical copy because I feel like this is what that album really is. Like something that's timeless. You need to own it. Like right now, it's like. Wow. What if Apple goes down? What if Spotify goes down? What all that music, you know what I mean? It was just digital, just like the banks. The money, if they just you don't have it on hand, bro. Like it just hit different, bro. Like we're getting to the point where it's cashless. You're not counting no more. You just swiping and putting your phone on there and paying for it. Like it just hit different when you can actually own it, bro. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm on, bro. Like I say, if I can own a piece of art, it's art, bro. At this point, it's art. It's just like owning an original piece of artwork, bro.
The original NFT.
That's exactly what it's because we're not CD stores, but it's not like how it was back then. What they called it, Music-Fi and all them little stores and stuff that had. We're not on that no more, bro.
But it's converting back, bro. Just give it time. Give it time.
Yeah, I'm not giving up on it. I say, let me go on and get a piece of it. Either as I can know, like, hey, I own this album right here. Like, like I
That's
just missed the
love.
fact of I just missed the fact of like when you open the CDs and used to have like the marketing was so crazy. You
Yes.
open it, pull out the album art, you
Yes.
got a post on your wall, you got what's coming next, you got the track, like all that stuff, bro.
Yes.
Like,
It's
man.
I don't know, like I don't know how, but give it time. Like I feel like some form of CDs are gonna come back with style, even if it's only vinyls. Like
Yeah,
give it like
vinyl
you know
is.
we have the urge to want physical things. Like people, these streaming services and all of that. Give it time. You know what it is? I think artists are just gonna start selling physicals heavy again, and people are
Yeah,
gonna start buying.
man.
They're gonna buy
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Cause that was the biggest thing that hurt us as artists, bro. Is like, so when artists get fed up and realize, man, I'm not really getting that much money like that, and everybody just come together and we just like, hey, we just gonna go back to physical,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it got to be a trend, bro. That's all it is. What once was comes back around again.
Got you. Watch what I do. I got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
You got a signed physical on the way, my guy. Real talk.
Nah, facts, man. So, like, what's next for T Witz, man? After Grape Juice 2, is there another project in the cut, in the tuck, man? Or like you're just gonna give time to just let this soak on the people?
It's gonna be a lot more music videos. I'm looking to drop videos for as many singles as I can from the album. I'm working with a great production team. We have a Golden Globe winner, 8-time Golden Globe winner on our side, and I've just been getting the business down, learning how important it is to trust the process. I understand why artists sign to labels, but I don't condone a lot of what labels do.
Yeah.
And that is why the label I'm working with is teaching me the business properly, and I'm taking my time. And when I drop this album, it's gonna be a simultaneous. It's gonna be it's gonna be a concurrent thing. So I will be dropping stuff it's not even just about how much I'm going to be dropping. It's the quality, and it's me putting my stuff into positions to be in movies and working with artists that are doing the same. Effective marketing. It's going to be great, bro. And like I said, I want to just keep building on to helping artists to record music. We've helped politicians in the past. We do jingles. Tribe Trinity Entertainment, has one location here located out in Rockville, and we have an amazing independent artistry studio that we work with out in Waldorf, Maryland, and we're looking to expand to Silver Spring. And I just want to be able to work with quality seekers, professionals, people that if you're not professional, you want to learn to be professional, and you want to be around professionals. I look to be someone that artists and business owners in general can come to not only build with, but I want to leave a legacy of showing that it's not just about what these other guys built before we got here. It's about what you can do with your own two hands.
Facts, man. I'm big on that too, because it's just like sampling music, bro. Like everybody sampled something from a certain era. It's like 70s, the 90s took the 70s and all that. Like it's just but it's about what can be done in that era that you're in, that makes it memorable and timeless, Like I always reference Tupac. I'm like, Tupac has been gone for how many years with his music? Like that's the impact, bro. Like the impact in the message, bro. I can care less about the riding and stunning and floss. Like, bro, what can you say without what can you bring out of your mind and put into the music that's gonna forever live on, bro? You know what I mean? Something that's gonna help people grow. Like that's the biggest thing on me. Like anybody can do the 1-2 step, but can you just do a 1-2 step with a twist and make that memorable? For real.
There's another lyric that I have where I say, I hold I hold my mother's determination, and my father holds a hate for sweetness. And I believe that correlates with what you're saying. My mother is tenacious, just to close off, my mother's tenacious and a very strong woman. She raised 10 of us. God bless my brother Terrence, God rest your soul. but I have a balance. You know, my father doesn't like complaining and whining. My father likes just being able to get things done. My father is a fighter. He doesn't like crybaby shit.
Yeah.
If my father's ever cried, it's taken a lot to get him there. I'm very similar. And my mother's determination has gotten me where I am when it comes to not giving up when it comes to this music, because I truly love it. And I love people. And music is about giving. It's about allowing other people to listen. And the hate for complaining and crying comes from a need to just continue creating and building. And if you're not creating and building something, just get out of the way. Because the crying and whining, the sweet shit, life's not gonna stop for you. It's not gonna bend down to your offenses. I mean, to you being offended. It's never gonna get softer. It's only gonna get harder. And nobody cares. So work with people that do care.
Man, you said a lot, bro. You said a lot, bro. Like you say, bro, life, just living this life and knowing what comes with life, bro, you just better put your vest on and strap the boots on and get ready to go outside. Like, every day is something gonna be happening. Like, yeah, the storm, you can have a good run for a minute and then you just gotta be prepared, bro. Like, the plane is landing, bro. You just gotta be ready, for whatever come with it. But
always, what is it? Be like water. Always be forever willing to change. Be malleable. Bruce Lee. Just go with the current. But actually, no, don't go with the current. Be the current. Be
that part. Be the current. That part, bro. I had to learn, bro, because like, man, it's like not knowing how to swim and jump into 12 feet and your head is just barely above the water, bro. You just trying, like, to where it's like, all right, I know how to float now, bro. I know how to float, man. So it's just like whatever get thrown at me, bro. I know how to adjust and adapt, bro. Just living and learning, man.
Trust the process. That's all it is, bro.
Yeah. Big facts, man. I think that's what a lot of people got to do, bro. Be patient with the process and just go with it, and make adjustments along the way. I think people don't give the process enough time, bro.
Agree.
And facts, man. But it's like how we know it, bro. It don't all just happen it don't happen when we want it to happen. But as long as we continue to pave the road we had it on, bro, it's definitely gonna lead us somewhere.
That's facts. I firmly believe that. And I appreciate you, man. Like, seriously, always.
Nah, factuals, man. Like I say, bro, this was another gem, bro. I will be dropping these clips, man. Anticipating the Grape Juice 2 is on the way, man. Like I said, I can't wait to hear it, bro. Definitely.
I'm excited. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. This podcast, it's given me so much to look forward to, bro. And I just want to thank you again. Fleet, you're a monster, and I pray you continue to grow. And everyone that checked us out tonight, shout out Grape Juice. We're looking to drop Grape Juice 2 in May. I'm looking forward to be on May 1st. We'll see what happens, but be looking out for it around May, and I'll keep you updated. Follow T Witz, TDOTWYTZ. We got a YouTube channel. We're gonna get back to dropping our podcast and talking about things that are important to us and building onto the business and the community. So, love y'all. Y'all have a great night. Shout out to my guy Fleet.
Hey, I already know what's going on, man. Season 7, episode 15, Grape Juice, featuring the founder of Tribe Trinity. We had T Witz. Appreciate you, brother. We're gonna tap in, man. We out of here.
Gold mouth, rabbit on my teeth, I got carrots. Open up her mouth and she got vocals sound like Janet. Marble on the floors, but the kitchen kinda granite. Lean color perk, you would think it's pomegranate. I see flying saucers finna roll another planet. It will fall in place if it's meant to be organic. I got crazy lingo, you would think I'm speaking Spanish. I'm something like a pie, never leave without the cannon. I'm enlightened, I got stones around my neck. If you pay attention, I teach her how to earn respect. I walk around with a tag like I'm mad at the rail. People do any damn thing for a check. So what if you got signed labels, throw them on the shelf? I don't ask for help, I just go within myself. Hard times I prevail, I bust up out my shell. I let my nut no curfew. Gold mouth, rabbit on my teeth, I got carrots. Open up a mouth and she got vocals sound like Janet. Marble on the floor.